Hello. Hi, thanks you all for being here. My name is Josh Hilliard. I lead a small business marketing team at TikTok that helps businesses build their brand and sell their products on TikTok. And we're really lucky to be joined today by two businesses that have seen a ton of success on TikTok. And they're going to share a little bit more about their insights and what they've learned. So let's meet them now. So first, we have Paul Tran, who's here from Pebble. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your business?
Yeah, so shout out to Jisoo. She's actually our creative director. She's back here. But the reason is I was able to make it up here. I recently just had our first baby girl. So I didn't know if I would make it. And so staring at her, I miss her so much right now. But yeah, I'm Pebble. Me and my wife created this business. And speaking of outside the box, I don't even think we're even on this stage. Our product is so innovative and new and honestly changing the beauty space. And it all started off with my wife freezing a banana and rubbing it on her face. And I looked over at her and I was like, what is this? This is so bizarre. She's like, no, it really works. So I tried it on myself. It really works. And then, we launched on TikTok. And since then, everything's been coming together. So it's been amazing.
Oh, nice. Thank you. And then we're joined by Ty Adaya from Habit Skin.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ty Adaya. I'm the founder and CEO of Habit. We're developing the next generation of sunscreen for the next generation. We all know sunscreen's really good at preventing sunburns and skin cancer, but it's also really effective at preventing skin aging as well. For most of us in this room, at some point, skin aging will be a concern. It's a universal fear. We actually have a really good way to prevent skin aging, and it's with the daily use of sunscreen. And so as a brand, Habit's mission is really to innovate sunscreen, create a new narrative around the category, innovate on products, bring a fresh view, and ultimately make the application of sunscreen more enjoyable so everyone can more easily incorporate it into their daily skin routine. Prior to Habit, I had a career in consumer health and in beauty, and that really allowed me to see the opportunity of taking sunscreen, which is ultimately a healthcare product, and really broadening the audience so more people could use it. And so, yeah, we launched the brand in 2020, so the crazy pandemic year, but we're still here and have found a lot of success with 2 products now, and TikTok has been a really integral part of that success.
Great, thank you. So we're starting to hear, at TikTok more and more stories about businesses seeing huge success, and I think part of that is we're learning more and more about how people actually behave and use TikTok. So what you see on screen here is from a new study that we recently did, and we see 44% of TikTok users discovering products and actually buying immediately, right as they're discovering it on TikTok, which is amazing. And that's about 22% more than other platforms. So it's really a different behavior, and businesses are seeing how, sometimes even one video, and I love seeing all the raised hands for the great numbers before, but that one video can have a huge impact on your business and really influence your sales and the people you're reaching. And both of the businesses with Paul and Ty have seen that themselves, where they've had one, and now several really big videos that have changed their business. So I wanted to share those videos and take a look at them together and then hear more from each of them about sort of what went into creating that video, what they saw for their business afterwards. So first, we'll start with Paul and Love and Pebble. So we'll take a look at your first big viral video. Break.
Max credit cards online, hit you with the Amazon Prime.
That's great. So tell us, what were the numbers like? What did you see in terms of the impact for your business?
Yeah, so this was our first viral video. I think it's at 4 or 5 million now. But I remember when Linda posted it, and this is a secret. My wife knows this secret. When I post a TikTok video, it gets like maybe 300 views. She posts one, 1,000,000 views. Um, but the main thing is, she posted it. It was totally raw, unedited, and maybe it took us like 45 minutes. But I remember when she posted it, she came down like maybe an hour later. She's like, something's happening, something's happening. And you just see our TikTok like just have all these sounds go off, like new follower, comment. And then our website sales just went crazy. And I think we sold out of all of our inventory in 4 days. So over $100,000 in 4 days just gone. And this is when we first launched this product. And since then, this video has gotten us into Shark Tank. So we aired on Shark Tank last year. HSN found us from that as well. And the Today Show. So like all these big like media outlets have reached out to us, all starting with this one video.
That's so cool. And this video is very authentic, right? Because it features not just a mom, but your mom.
Yeah, it's our mom. I mean, literally, she was visiting us, and we're like, "Yeah, just do a video." And we were testing our products out. Our product, we don't test on any animals. Test on husbands, of course, and test on moms. But the results were instantaneous, and we know we have something really, really unique, and that really works, and we just showcase it on TikTok.
And this was posted organically, right?
Yes, yeah. So this was our first, post organically, and I mean, when we posted it, we didn't know that it would get that big, and then it just skyrocketed.
Nice. And then now that you're seeing, you saw that big success on the back of the viral video, I think some people may say like, amazing, that was all through organic. Let's just keep doing organic, but you've changed your strategy a little bit as like a mix of organic and paid, right?
Yeah, totally. So last year was a whirlwind for us. I think we hit like 5 viral videos, and each time selling out. And of course, we aired on Shark Tank. That kind of blew us up as well. This year, we kind of took a step back, because one of the feedback that one of the sharks gave us was like, this is not sustainable. Like viral videos won't sustain you. So what our approach is to now, when we do have those viral videos, have everything set up on the back end, have the retargeting, have the the SMS, the email marketing set up. So basically, it really is the top of funnel for us, and then we just nurture that customer through that journey. But the paid works so much better with organic, and I think that's something that everyone has to understand, especially in this day and age when everyone's like, iOS updates and all this, it's really hard for paid marketing. Having the organic presence first just makes your paid media so much more successful.
That's great, thanks. And Ty, let's take a look at one of your first big videos for Habit Skin. That's great. So tell us, similarly, what did you see in terms of views? How did this impact your business as a result?
Yeah, so we shot this video in February 2021, so a little over a year ago now, featuring Christina from my team. And we launched in June 2020. And I didn't have a lot of money to spend on marketing. So we were running things that were like cheap to run, working with a lot of micro creators, basically trying to get things for free or very cheap. And then we had this video. And this video went viral. I think now it's at 3 or 4 million views. We posted it organically. And overnight, our business went from small to not so small. And so we're on Shopify. Probably a lot of you guys are on Shopify. And so for us, this was the moment where my phone was going crazy. We were getting an order a minute. We sold out in 2 weeks for the first time. And what was really cool is we released this video in the winter, and we're a sunscreen brand. And we literally sold out of sunscreen in the winter, which is really cool. But yeah, it was really an emotional experience to kind of allow us as a small brand to really play in the big leagues of marketing and not putting out a lot of marketing investment initially. And so this was game changer for our business. Sephora found us on TikTok, and we're now carried by Sephora. And so this was just a very game changer experience for our business. We realized that it was organically going viral, and so this became our hero paid ad that we used on TikTok. So we definitely took the strategy of finding what works organically and really boosting it and really kind of using it. I think what's so powerful about this video is that in a visual way, it allows us to create a picture of the old world version of sunscreen, so how sunscreen used to be, versus our offering, which is the modern, more luxurious version of sunscreen. And it just allowed us to do it in a very visual and conversational and poignant way. And so, yeah, thank you, TikTok.
I love the humor too, and this is another one that feels very authentic. So can you talk a little bit about how you think about content on TikTok that might be different from the way you think about it from other platforms?
Yeah, so as a small brand, we are everywhere. We play on every channel. TikTok is different. I really like to approach content on TikTok as a conversation. So TikTok really is a great place to form an authentic bond with your audience. We use humor a lot, and we really pay attention to trends. Trends in conversation, trends in sound, and we find ways to really enter into the conversation using those trends and finding ways to integrate the idea of sunscreen and our products. And so we really lead with that focus of like, how do we actually connect with the consumer? What's a conversation that we would have with friends? What do normal people find funny? And we really have that in the back of our minds as we develop content.
Thanks. And then one of the questions we get from businesses all the time is, just feeling like a little overwhelmed with the amount of content they have to create now for, TikTok, which we love, but all the other channels too. So I'm wondering if you can talk a little bit about, how do you make the time for creating content, and how has that process changed, in the very beginning from where you are now?
Yeah, so honestly, we kind of started off, we've always been on TikTok. And I started off with an intern managing our TikTok account. When we realized the power of a video going viral on TikTok, I immediately knew it was time to invest more into TikTok. And so now our team structure looks like a few people actually just on video. And we lead with video as a strategy. So we will create content for TikTok and then use that on a multitude of other channels. So Instagram, email, basically everywhere we can. But we really lead strategy now with that video content in mind. And I think that it is, like, for any small business, a great place to invest. I occasionally will jump on the TikTok, but I really rely on our team to really produce video. We plan content about a week ahead of time, but I always like to leave room for really jumping on those trends that are happening daily, leaving some room for spontaneity, and also like having a plan to kind of have content roll out throughout the week.
That's really helpful. I guess, Paul, a similar question, how do you think, especially, as a new father, on top of everything else you're doing for the business, how do you think about making the time for content? How do you approach that as a team?
Yeah, so my approach is to always remind my wife to make a TikTok every single day, because she's the one who knows how to do the hooks and what converts with our audience. But we are starting to, like Ty said, to kind of batch content and maybe have some queued out, so that way when we get busy with the business, so that's always an option. But the spontaneity, I think, is really key. To just be engrossed in the platform. So I am on TikTok probably like 5 times more than anyone else I know. It's just I'm always on there searching for trends, finding new people, finding new funny videos so that we can interact with our audience. And to your point, we do repurpose all of our video, and we found that TikTok videos are the ones that are converting the most out of all platforms, all paid media. It converts over really well. And I think it's just the way the platform's set up. It's short form, there's hooks, there's a really quick call to action. It's just really concise, and it really grabs your customer. So it works really well across all platforms. But you do have to post. I recommend posting every day, sometimes twice a day. You just have to be invested in this. Hire a full-time person. She's a part of that team. because it's really important. It's like the main thing in our business right now that's driving sales.
That's great. I guess, Ty, as we start to get towards the end here, one last question. I think especially thinking about the example we shared and kind of the humor there, we get the question a lot about like balancing the entertainment aspects versus kind of the product messaging or the sales message. Can you talk a little bit about how you approach that?
Yeah, so I think that sometimes we do kind of go a little bit over the head and like tie an idea to sunscreen, and I think that's okay as long as you find a way to make it funny. I always back up with our content, so we're not super salesy on TikTok. We don't like to have videos or content that feels super traditional. It's not the content that you would perhaps find on a product page. It should be content that really feels native to TikTok, and so we'll find ways to just integrate that and like subtly integrate messages around our product. And I think the way that ends up working for us is like we really show how our products can easily fit in to someone's lifestyle. So we're not like creating content where we're like, these are the 16 ingredients in our sunscreen and it's made here or whatever. We're like showing people like actually using it throughout the day, reapplying, putting our products in their bag and like going with them along on their day. And so I think it's really important to like always take a step back and make sure the content feels real and authentic and not overly salesy.
I think a lot of that comes from just being like a user of the platform itself too, right? And seeing it, understanding how people are using it every day.
100%. Everyone should be spending a lot of time on TikTok. And really, yeah, the conversation there changes so fast. So it's like you have to be like an active participant, find your corner of TikTok where you like personally find content funny and like use that as an inspiration, a content source for yourself.
Yeah, and I like to say, like, when I post videos, like, I think when you have one video that goes viral, you want to like hit that viral video every single day. But what we've kind of changed our approach is we'll post videos, some about our founder story, some about our products, some about our benefits. And the cool thing about TikTok is when a video does go viral, people who are invested in your brand will then go back and scroll and see all those other videos, and you'll see a like organic lift in all those other videos. But just to have those queued up there is like huge, because then people find out really like what your brand is all about, what your product's all about. So just post all those, and some of them don't go viral, but they're there for the viewer and they're ready for them.
We heavily use the threads. So, you create a piece of content that's like broadly appealing, and it's really useful to organize your content on your page by idea. So we'll have some content that's more product focused. We do a lot of content with our UV camera, and so we'll have a thread against just our UV content. And yeah, it's really important to think about like someone might be initially attracted to your brand because they found something funny, they saw the viral video, but once they land on your page, how do you get them to really get invested into your brand?
Oh, that's great advice. I guess just to wrap us up, one final question. So, Ty, maybe someone here today is inspired to check out TikTok. Maybe they're a little intimidated about getting started. What's sort of like your best getting started advice?
So I would say, first of all, it's not that intimidating. It actually is really fun. And yeah, I think the best way to start is to just be on TikTok, watch videos, find like your corner of TikTok. And it's not too hard to like make a little micro investment in TikTok. So, maybe buy a camera stand, set up a little backdrop for yourself. It's really easy to get started. Everyone can do it. And I think versus other platforms, TikTok really is like an equalizer platform. So you don't have to be famous. You don't have to be an influencer. Everyone can create content that connects. So that's what I love about the platform. And so the most important thing is to just get started and have fun.
Cool. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah, so I think the main thing that I've kind of like analyzed about TikTok is the platform, and this is bigger than us, it's more about acceptance. I remember when we did like our first, like we call them beauty pop-ups. So we go around Atlanta, just like pop up. And our first one that we went to, like this lady just like looked at us and like laughed in our face and said, "This is the stupidest idea. Like go home." And we were like crushed. So then when we posted on TikTok, what we found is like, you'll find your audience. They're there. Like Skin Talk is for us. We post IC Facial. And the people who are like really invested will start following you, and you'll start seeing that. And that's the thing. There's different pockets, whether it's skincare, whether it's the automotive, whether it's people liking different kinds of foods. So that's the power of TikTok for businesses like us. The audience are there, and they're already segregated for you. You just got to find them. You got to post so that you're out there.
Great. Well, thank you both so much for being here and sharing your wisdom and your learning with all of us. And thank you to all of you all for being here today. We have a TikTok booth over there if you have a chance to check it out. And yeah, thanks again for your time.
A great panel. Hey, Josh, can you stay for a moment, because we've actually got a few minutes before the next panel, and so I thought let's fill a little time. Guys, feel free to stay if you want, but I wanted to pick up on something that I had thought about a lot myself as I was listening to you guys, which is cadence. I know you were talking about posting every day, and I've heard some people say that TikTok rewards you algorithmically if you do so. Tell me the secrets. Tell me what's being rewarded.
So I don't know if that's a true algorithm secret, but I will say, I think as kind of Paul and Ty have shared, businesses that post every day or frequently learn a lot more about what content succeeds, why that content succeeds, and the algorithm really works to connect you with the audience that's most interested in your content. So the more content you post, the more opportunity you have to find the people who are going to be interested in your product.
Let me come at it from the opposite view, which is here. Can I share my own anxiety about TikTok? My own anxiety about TikTok is that I worry about posting things that feel experimental. Like, I don't know if people are going to like it, but let me just put it up and see what happens, right? Because you're moving really fast and you don't know. So sometimes I just wait. I'll wait like a whole week until I have like an idea that I feel like is good. And I'm trying to just swing hard. Do you feel like you get punished in any way by fans, by visibility, if you have some big hits but then also some misses? Or does it not matter because you just need to be getting out there and trying things and learning and experimenting? What's your experience been with that?
Everyone has misses.
Yeah.
Tons.
Yeah.
I think for every viral video, we have like 100 of videos that like flop, and we're like, But you learn, like you said, you learn what your audience likes, you learn what works, and it's just through trial and error. That's like all small businesses, right? We failed so many times, and that one that hits, then you know it works.
Yeah.
Don't keep things in drafts. Just go for it. We post 2 times a day, and we need that to learn, and we basically will find things that work and double down on those topics or that type of content.
And another thing is you can see your metrics. That's something that a lot of people don't do. When you post your video and you see it go viral, you'll see where it shows. You'll see your audience, male, female. You'll see where in the country most of your viewers are. So I use some of those metrics on the back end to kind of learn, okay, what kind of posts do I need to get? What's my audience? That's marketing, I think, in general. You're trying to find out who your audience is, and those videos kind of help you.
That's really great advice. I love don't keep things in drafts, because I will do that. I've got a video that I made a week ago. It's still sitting on my desktop, and I'm like, do I post it? I don't know. Post it. You're gonna have to follow me to find it. That's not a plug. It's not a plug to be up here. So let me ask you guys one more question, which is, and then our next panel is going to be ready. And that is, let's just building off of looking at the metrics. How much do you guys think about, or how much do you think small businesses should be thinking about watching your metrics, watching experiments, playing to them, but also running experiments to see who's outside those metrics? Who else can you find that maybe you're not going to find, or maybe you're not going to think to target if you're focused in too much on, you had one hit video and then you're just going to try to figure out what that thing was that made that one video hit and then replay it over and over again? How do you think about experimentation versus playing into what you know works?
We, as a strategy, lean into trends a lot, and that is to go after a broad audience and people that might not necessarily be into skincare or sunscreen. I do think a lot about TikTok being very upper funnel, especially with organic content. And once you can kind of get people into the funnel, you can narrow down from there. But we definitely do play broad, and that is our focus on trends.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think you start broad, and then whoever you get into that funnel, then you start segmenting them into like different groups, and then maybe hit a retarget video with people who are really into skincare. There's some people that love our Shark Tank story, so we'll really hit them with a Shark Tank retargeting ad, or HSN that we just launched. Actually, I take that back. I made a viral video finally. Our last video went viral, and that was my doing, so I'm really proud of myself. But it was basically our Shark Tank, our Shark Tank going onto HSN video, that kind of plug. So segment after you start broad. That's I 100% agree with that.
That's awesome. Hey, thank you guys so much, and thanks for doing this like little extra round. Everybody, please give them a round of applause.
Thank
This was
you.
awesome, really, really informative. Appreciate it.